Well, I did it. I went ahead and finally did my motivating by appreciation inventory, and I found out what my primary appreciation language is, my secondary one, and the one that is least likely my language of appreciation. In fact, that's often that is least likely you is your blind spot. So you are not aware and you don't really engage well with people who have that as their primary language of appreciation. And that is something that today we will cover, because I want you to be sure that you're aware of what your top two languages are and then what your blind spot is. So for me, when I took the motivating by appreciation inventory, it was really, really easy to do. 2 pages, really easy, just like any assessment. There are some times when you could answer both, but you really need to look at this and decide what one fits you best at this moment. And it will take that, compile that, and then be able to provide a great report to you, which is what it did for me. It told me that my primary language of appreciation are words of affirmation, which I probably could have guessed that one, but it was great. It was affirming to hear that. And my second is tangible gifts, which tangible gifts are not just, some mug somebody drew out of the closet or a little stress ball or keychain. Tangible gifts are gifts that are meaningful to somebody. So while Dr. Paul White doesn't appreciate Starbucks cards because he's not a coffee drinker, I drink coffee 3 or 4 times a day, and I love Starbucks because that's my gathering place, that's my meeting place. Traveling out of town, you will find me at a Starbucks somewhere because that is my office away from my office. So that makes sense to me with that tangible gift. However, when my husband's company gave us tickets, basketball tickets, I was not interested in that. I had no wanting to, but definitely interested in the dinner tickets or the dinner gift certificate. So you want it to be something that is meaningful and valuable to the person who's receiving it. But those are my 2, so that's words of affirmation and tangible gifts. And my blind spot is acts of service. In fact, as a recovering perfectionist, when somebody comes to me and if their primary language is acts of service, so you're expressing and you're trying to support and thank people from the language that you know best, so they're trying to support me from acts of service, I find that it's really difficult for me, and I have to really take a step back and consciously change and really what I hear, the filter with what I'm hearing, to really what they're trying to communicate. Because what I hear when they say, "Hey Maria, is there something I could assist you with, help make your life easier?" In my mind, I've heard, "Wow, you have really, you can tell you're just struggling here. Something's not working for you and you need my help." That is what I hear, because I am a recovering perfectionist. So I have to take that step back, and that is why acts of service are not my number one. And so it made a lot of sense to me when I saw the report. I encourage you to go to MBA inventory and find out what you're motivating by appreciation inventory, or actually take the inventory and find out what your language is, your first, your second, and then also your blind spot, and read through the report. It truly is a great investment in you, and I'll show you later how you can utilize that with your team.